Give me 1 second. Let me start sharing. Okay, let me know when you're able to see it.
Can see it. We're good.
Okay, so basically what I'm gonna is the standard Java events. And I just decided to put a few of them because it's a lot of them. I don't know if you see them before. But what is the standard JavaScript events? Basically, they do animation, and well, the requirement was that include what what can be useful in mobile devices. Um, just I put a list over here from some mouse events. And basically, what is we have the onClick is the event when you click on something, like like the one you did, Missy. Do you remember that you click and change the
Uh-huh.
color? On context menu is when you give the right click and get access to the content menu. On the DBL click occurs when double clicks you give it an element. On mouse down occurs when the user presses the mouse button over an element. I have actually one of my examples. It is about that. Uh, the mouse on mouse center is when the pointer is moving into an element. On mouse leave
It's
occurs
like a
when the
hover.
pointer. Sorry.
So it's like a hover event.
Oh,
Yeah, most of these use hover, but I don't know. Sounds like a hover, but we're gonna check. Actually, instead of using my own how can you say my own code, I decided to go to Sandbox. I use them over there, and I will try not to do this hard. So I will leave it this to you. I will update it in the SharePoint. Just you can check that out, and I will leave the web page with all the sandboxes that you can play with it. But over here, I just wanna
perfect.
describe what is the example I was using on. On mouse center is basically when you put the mouse on the, well, over here is a smiley GIF. It is a smiley face that is with this setting. Sorry, it is 32 width, 32 height. It's kind of small. But when you go to the when you put the mouse on it, it's gonna be 64. Basically, it's gonna be the double. And we're using the function big image. Oh, I think I deleted it. Okay, no, over here on mouse center is the band we're using. Basically, we're using this function, and we
So if I
are.
understand that correctly, sorry to interrupt you.
No, no, go ahead, please.
When you hover over the image enlarges to 64 by 64, and then normally it's 32 by 32. Is that right?
Yes, that is completely right. Let me show
Okay.
you very quick what I mean with this. Um, I have the sandbox. Okay, over here. Yeah. Okay, this is what I mean. If you go over the little face, the smiley face
Oh
with
yeah.
the mouse, it just got double. It's basically everything what it does, nothing else.
Gotcha.
Okay, but it's a plenty of examples. As I say, I will make it short, and you can go and play with it whenever you want. I will leave also the link. Okay, another that I really like, but as I say, is plenty of them. It is a keyboard events. Oh, I'm sharing right on my screen. Well, um, the event well is on key down. Occurs when you're pressing a key. When the user is pressing a key every single time. On the three of them, one key up, one key press, and one key down. When we press or when we release a key. This is a function that basically we're using. is when you press, basically is gonna come on one alert. Do you know the alerts? The little the little screen coming up at the top of the window that say, "Hey, you press a key inside of the input field." Let me go and show you how this works. Okay, it is this one over here. Oh, where's that one? Okay, for example, if I come and just press a random key, like, hey, you press a key inside of the input field. It's the only thing it does is showing you that you press a key, you're triggering something, basically. And the function is very, very simple. To input one key press, you trigger a function that we have seen, and the function is main function, the same one we have over here, and the alert is gonna be you press the key inside of the input field, and we can change this for wherever we want. Click over here, and there we go. We have a random message. It's the only thing it does. Yeah, I don't know how can be this won't be useful for our web page, but it was one of the more standards I found. Okay, let's keep going with this one. Animation events, and I will end with this, and I will show you where is the link. You can see all of them, and basically the animation end, animation animation iteration, and animation start is what we can use with animation. And let me show you what I mean with this. Okay, and this one is kind of what Missy was showing the other day. And what happening is when I click, okay, run, okay, when I click over here, we have an animation. And this is what I asked the last time, Missy, if you were using WebKit keyframes. Because the WebKit keyframes basically allows you to, you are more open to do stuff like this, going all around, building a little bit video games in HTML. They're not the best ones, but you can have fun building them. What we do.
Will you send us these links to these so we can like see them?
Pardon?
See the code and practice running them. Will you send us the links to these examples you're showing us?
Yes, I will. Actually, let me show you what I mean with a lot of interactions that it is in JavaScript. Just to see what I did use the most common ones and not all of them. We have this is the mouse events, keyboard events, frames, forms, drag, clipboard, print, media, animation, transition, server send, miscellaneous, touch, event objects, properties, methods, mouse event objects, keyboard event objects, hash, page, focus, animation. So if we try to cover all these in one day, it will be impossible. So I just wanna leave you this, and if you wanna check wherever you want, just come over here, try it by yourself. Over here is the code, and there you go. They're simple.
A link to that site would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I will do it. So, yeah, basically this is the events that we were talking. Just I don't want to go too far because I know you have to go in a minute. But
oh no, you're fine. They're not even here yet. My dog's he got a new toy, so he's freaking out.
Okay. All right. Just to let you know, you're building a div with with the CSS code. Then you have the opportunity to go to Chrome, Safari, and Opera and run this code, WebKit code, because trust me, this doesn't work in Internet Explorer. But you're telling basically where do you want this function called my move from where to where, from 0 pixels, which is on top, to 200 pixels, and the keyframes on your move, on my move function is 0 pixels to 200 pixels, the keyframes. Basically, it's all your code, but you have to display somewhere, and you have the variable. Let me move this one out. You need to put in a variable. In this case, it's variable x, and put in a function, and you have to build the WebKit animation, which is the most complicated, as you will see. This is gonna start the animation, but as you can see over here, this one is just gonna work with Chrome, Safari, and Opera. And if you wanna run it or give it portability, they recommend the standard syntax, which is the same thing, just over here is giving you more opportunities to play with it. All right, um, I just want to go. Okay, this is a event listener with the WebKit animation start, which is gonna start the function. The iteration at the end. Uh, Sorry, and the end when your function is gonna end. Uh, all this is added in event listener. Um, the function is my start function. Then we're calling. And basically is the animation. Well, sorry, you change the color. I don't know. This one is creating a little bit of complication to explain. I don't know. Let's go to the questions. Probably it's gonna be easier for me to answer those ones.
Mhm. I don't have any questions.
You don't have a
I was asking.
No specific questions for me either. It kind of builds on what I was at least trying to understand last week, so it was helpful. And yeah, as
Yeah.
long as you send that link so I can kind of go back in and look at it, then we're set.
Okay.
Now I do have one question actually, and this is I guess can go off the record, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna need a copy of all the videos that both of you have done for previous lessons for the accountability and stuff.
No problem.
So I haven't recorded any except for that very first one where we decided like when we were gonna meet and what time, and my computer crashed and I lost those videos. But I don't think we need that week anyways. But other than that, last week, remember, I didn't hit record, so I'm just gonna record the next one that I teach, which will be the same topics, just more in depth.
Well, the only reason I say that is the accountability thing wants a link to the video.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find it.
I will send you the link of my YouTube page. Everything is being uploaded over there.
All right, awesome. Yeah, mine. I created a YouTube for this class because I already had a YouTube for stuff I did years ago, so I didn't want to mix the two.
Okay.
The next one I record will be on YouTube as well, so I can send that
Okay.
when I
If we already
do the
stopped with
next
the
one.
class, probably we'll stop recording.